It is Metropolis, and we have our hero, the hero of oGs-TL. He's starting to the right side of the map in the red color, the Protoss player.
oGs-TL, Shadow!
He was able to beat ASD. He was able to beat the Terran player on Daybreak, and now he has the final boss. He has the final boss of FXOpen against him, starting to the bottom of the map in the blue color. The Zerg player fighting for Karrigan in his team.
FXO, Lino!
Linog against Hero, definitely going to be an epic match. A lot of pressure on both of them. Here's the scout.
Yep, we'll see if Hero is going to do some of his probe harassment that he's been known for, learned from Huck. Looks like he did just a little bit, but now wants to be sure that he can block and expand. Pool goes down. And of course, when you see a probe in your main base, you're almost never, unless you sneaked a drone around, going to try to go hatch first because the probe will always deny. So you just have to make sure that happens.
We mentioned earlier when we started this match today, the two players are missing, one for each team. The STC is missing for oGs-TL, and one of the biggest problems for FXO right now is that Oz is missing. And Oz is the strongest Protoss player. He would have been a very good choice against Hero here.
Yep.
Not only because he won against Oz at the weekend at the Fnatic tournament, but also because he has such an amazing PvP.
He does. And some people right now are saying Oz is the best Protoss in the world. And I don't like to make such absolute statements, but in my opinion, he's definitely top 3 right now. And for him to be gone here is very unfortunate for FXOpen, but consider that he's an MLG right now, and if you're an Oz fan, you should wish him luck there because, you know, I think he could have one of his best breakout performances in MLG since, you know, I know we're talking about this, you know, maybe a little bit too much, but because Oz has, you know, his original MLGs he went to, he didn't do extremely well. It's because he hadn't been traveling, he wasn't used to going to foreign lands, but now he has a lot more experience with that, and I think he'll do a lot better there. But anyway, we're going to have a fast third here. The probe still roams about. He will be able to scout this.
And well, we talked a bit about how much pressure those two players have to endure, but you know, there's one person that I would hate to be right now, and it's neither one of them. It's actually Unstable. One of the managers and coaches of FXO, who is now sitting back home watching this series, listen to our commentary, probably biting his nails like crazy. He can't help Linog. He can't do anything in order to, well, help him.
Yeah, and
just
if you guys
give him support, so definitely this is, I would hate to be him right now.
If you guys want to know how that feels, then you already do. If you're a Hero fan, you know, sitting on the webpage teamliquid.net, you know, the team he's on, and you're chatting with your friends on IRC, and you're typing in the thread, then you know how it feels to be Unstable because you really want Hero to win. You want Hero and oGs-TL to go to Vegas, so you know, that feeling is out there for fans and coaches alike. Obviously, for coaches, it's a different kind of pressure, but the pressure is still there. And that's such a good point. That's such a good thing to mention. Cybernetics Core finishing up here. No +1 just yet. See if he is going to go for quick double gas at his natural, or what the plan is for Hero. He's really known for his Stargate play, similar to Genius. He kind of popularized Stargate play before MC was really doing it, before Genius was really doing it, and he transformed this matchup. There is the Stargate. So Stargate before +1, very quick Stargate, allows him to attack that third base location quicker. And the question is, what type of pressure will he use?
We had a lot of Zerg players going for early aggression on this map because of how it works, but Linog said himself that he likes this map, that he thinks it's even, and that he just has to figure out, or that you just have to use the right timings in order to counter your opponent. This obviously does not only go for the immortal attack that we know on 2 bases, but it goes for the Stargate play that we see as well. And as Wolf just mentioned, it will depend on how well Linog is able to defend against this. And if he can really...
you know what, Kaldor, with what he's doing here, he's faking his opponent out, making him think it's 4-gate pressure. He wants to force a lot of Zerglings. He may even force a Roach Warren with this. This is actually really smart by Hero. Because with the probe here, he showed it for such a long time, and now he's even making a pylon that he can't really use. He doesn't have 4 gateways back at home.
Look at the links, though. He has to cancel the pylon, and here come the Zerglings going in. 10 additional drones. Does he have the anti-air in the later stage of the game, though? This is what it will come down to.
Oh, he's making 10 drones now. He realizes it's a fake. And there's even another Zealot out on the map.
Ah, beautiful. Scouts with the Overlord. Very well done by Lenok here.
Yep, indeed. So a very tricky move by Hero. Way before Warp Gate research would normally be done. Now, Hero has made a second Void Ray, so he's chrono boosting 2 Void Rays out. The second one will be seen by the Overlord, which is currently being killed by the first one, which you guys don't get a shot of. But now the gateways are being added. It looks like we're going to see some Void Ray gateway timings here, and oh man, this has worked out really well on some maps, and on other maps it has worked out really poorly.
The problem is that his +1 will be very late.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I don't think he's actually going to do an all-in like we've seen so many Protoss do in the past, but depending on how much he commits to this, it is going to be very difficult. I mean, even if he barely commits, even if he just puts on a pressure with 1 warp in, if he loses all of his units, Lenok's already out of control with 3 bases. He's killing these rocks. He can take a 4th base. His economy is really going. He's getting +1 weapons for his missile attacks. He's also getting his Roach Warren and adding spores because he knows this is coming.
Spores, Roach Run, +1 attack, speed, everything that he needs, even additional queens that he's building now. And Hero still has to wait a little bit longer for his +1. And the scouting for Lenok is just perfect. He's everywhere, not only with the Zerglings, but also with his Overlords. The Zergling just spotted or just had a look at the potential 3rd base of his opponent, made sure that there's no 3rd base as of yet, and even the Phoenix taking a little bit of damage. He actually taking a lot of damage with these Spore Crawlers. Has to be very, very careful.
Needs to be very careful indeed. It's a close call with that Phoenix. Phoenix, of course, not really a crucial unit except for scouting at this point. Will we see a 3rd base, or is this yet another fake as more gateways are added as the robotics bay is added as well? It's hard to say. I think he'll add the 3rd. Yeah, there's the Nexus going down, because at this point, his opponent has such good scouting information, and he's missed a timing for going for some sort of 2-base Colossus push that just doesn't even really happen in this matchup anymore. It's not a strong build. He has to take the 3rd, but Lenok is already growing out of control. I think Hero's in a little bit of trouble. He's going to have to turtle, because as a Protoss in Protoss vs. Zerg, if you can get 3 bases up and turtle, you're fine against no matter how many Protoss or how many Zerg bases your opponent has, as long as he has, he's going to put the Broodlords down. Now, he takes out some tumors here, but if he loses a Void Ray, it's not going to be worth it. Nice, gets out of there.
We even have the Spire now. Lenok is definitely turning up the heat now. The Lenoctopus is out of control. This guy is everywhere. He has just a small force of Hydralists in order to make sure that these Void Rays don't do too much damage. He's relying on the Spire in order to counter the Colossi of his opponent. Extended Thermal Lance is being researched for Lenok now. And, for Hero, obviously, for a Protoss player from oGs-TL. Another base being built for Lenok, but he has to cancel
because his Hydras are out of position. Great harassment here from Hero. Little things like this allow him to secure that 3rd base. And, time is ticking for Lenok in a way where if Hero gets a 3rd base up unpressured, he will be able to build whatever composition he wants. He could build the Great Wall of China, man. He could build a Leaning Tower of Pisa. He's got the plans to do so. He's got the scouting information. If that 3rd base gets up without any pressure, it's going to be tough. Here he goes. He's actually going to go for the Forge. Now, this is a huge blow if he gets the Forge, and he will. Getting the Forge alone means the upgrades are going to be really good for Lenok because he's getting +2 right now, something that Hero has not yet been able to secure.
Mutalisk tech now for Lenok, and he comes in, tries to take down the turn of his opponent. He's moving in, tries to snipe this Colossus, but he's forced back, and the force field's quite decent. He has to break back here. He has to go back with his units. He's sacrificing a few too many Hydralisks here, but he's trying to put pressure onto Hero while he's still going for the Mutalisk play. And is he able to snipe? No, he's not sniping the Colossus. He actually had a timing that 2 times to take it down.
He kind of botched that attack. There was a little bit of indecisiveness, I think. Now he's rallying more Zerglings across. Those aren't going to be able to do a whole lot either. But the Mutas are out. The Stalker count is decent, though. This is actually crazy what he's doing with these Void Rays here. He's going to lose one.
First Void Ray is down, and more Mutalisk join the battle. Even +1 attack now coming up for the Flyer.
Well, hold that thought. The Zerlings are going to get pushed away. You can actually see how stressed these players are with how many mistakes they're making and how they're making them.
stressed.
It's actually just so tense. This cannon is not going to finish in time. He's going to lose more probes here.
Oh god, look at this.
No reaction from
losing
Hero.
Tons of them. He doesn't even pull them back.
He makes another cannon, but that's going to go down. Now the Phoenix pops out, and Hero losing a lot, but he does clean up a lot of the army of his opponent in the meantime.
The reaction of Hero is way too late, but now it is Lino who reacts too late to the warp in Stalkers. He loses a few of his Mutalists. 14 workers have been killed. The worker count 73 to 59 at this point.
Things still looking okay for both players. Baneling speed is on the way as a second Stargate and +1 weapons are being researched for Hero. It looks like he wants to go into the late game against Mutalisk. We may see him research the Anion Pulse Crystals as well, perhaps later, if he's really going to commit to this Phoenix composition. And if he does, you know, it'll be the first time it's ever happened in a televised match. There's the Fleet Beacon.
There's the Fleet Beacon. I think we are going to see the upgrade. And, well, more Queens now added. He is on 4 bases against 3. Going in with the Mutalisks once again. The probes cluster up, but this time Hero is ready for it.
There is a second wave of units streaming across the map, though, that he will have to be prepared for.
And huge problem for Hero, he does not have Blink, does he?
No, he does not. Not even started.
The Stalkers, look at it. Beautiful position here for the Mutalisk. Hero is trying to counter it. There are not too many anti-air units at this point.
This is the scary part, though. There's so many Zerglings here. He's going to have to get his Colossi back there ASAP, and indeed he does. No targeting on the Nexus. Probes escape, and now he's targeting the Nexus. The Muta's trying to fight with the Phoenixes. He will get the Nexus no matter what, and this is looking really bad for Hero now.
God,
Leonok taking a great lead now.
Yes, he does. We have him with 17, 20 Mutalisks, 77 probes. The Anion Pulse Cannons are being researched.
For the first time ever in a televised match.
Oh, we actually had it before.
Oh, really?
I was casting with Moltra, though.
I must have missed that one. But either way,
still cool.
If you guys have never seen this upgrade before, it's actually ridiculous. If you have enough Phoenixes and you have that upgrade, you can just kill anything the Phoenixes want to fight. He's going to have to cancel the Nexus again, but if he kills all of these Zerlings and the Mutas...
Oh, the Colossi, the first one is down. He just sniped it. What he needs to do is he needs to build a few Corruptors if he wants to contest these Phoenixes as soon as the upgrade hits, because with good micro, Hero will be able to take down every single Mutalisk and being completely safe against the Mutaball.
Yeah. Now consider that the upgrade for this also helps against Corruptors, you know, slightly for Colossi battles and things of that nature, because the upgrade will put the Phoenix range equal to that of Corruptors. And we're going to actually see a target on the Nexus here. Oh, Baneling's being taken out very quickly. Good force fields here. Those Banelings not very effective. He needs to use the Anion Pulse Crystals. Now he's doing it. All these Mutas should die. Every single Muta should die here if the micro is correct.
Nice. Snipes 2, snipes 3. Look at Lenok here. Once again, is he able to hit the time that he needs in order to take down his opponent's Phoenixes? There are 5 of them left, and he's able to get it to
botching his micro so much with the Anion Pulse Crystals. You should never lose a Phoenix to Mutalisk. Now he takes them out. Remember, the Phoenixes have +1 as well. A few Immortals in the mix here. He's going to lift these up. And I think he will defend this, but Lenok's still ahead.
Be enough. The one Immortal in the back, he was able to snipe one, but the second one, he's doing tons of damage. Did he still have 4 bases? Did he build a third? I can't actually make it out on the minimap.
I can't see it either, but the key here is there is another base in production. I can see that on the production tab here.
It should be the 5th.
It should be the 5th base. Now, even though he's able to defend everything here, it's just things are getting worse and worse for Hero as time goes on, even with the defense. So consider that even though all of this defense looks beautiful, Lenok still has a great position. He has lost no ground whatsoever and is continuing to expand behind this.
And Lenok is going back to the Hydra tech. He did not research the range upgrade earlier, as the only thing that Hydralisk was supposed to do was to take down these Void Rays, and he's even using the Borrow upgrade to dodge the force fields. This is beautiful by Hero.
Lenok just has too much, man. He is unstoppable at this point. He's out of control.
Beautiful defense here by Hero, but Lenok, he has unit after unit going in. The force fields are being negated by the Roaches. He kills the Colossus. Is he able to take down the Immortal as well? Not quite. But Roaches in the main base now.
Yep, he is just, I mean, he is losing.
He's everywhere.
He's losing too much. Lenok is unstoppable at this point.
He is everywhere. The Lenok once again, he takes down probe after probe after probe. 46 probes against 61 drones. Lenok with the pressure the entire game. He killed 40 workers in total already. And oh my god, the Phoenixes, they are not able to do enough damage. And here comes maybe the last nail in the coffin of Hero. The last nail in the coffin of oGs-TL, FXO Lenok.
He may just end the game here. I think Hero has the potential to hold, but with the Infestors coming in, I don't think it's going to work. With good control from Lenok, good splitting, and that's exactly what we see here. Yeah, he corners that army, but the other one here will stop Colossus production, and he should be able to target down the Nexus from here.
And look at Hero at the bottom left. Look at his picture. He just realized what happened. Look at the camera shot. He loses his natural. Hero is going to lose this game if he just
at Lenok, man.
Pull up here. He's smiling, he's laughing, he's raising his arm. He knows he just won the game. Oh my god. This intense match between Hero and Lenok, it's going to end, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to end in favor of FXO Lenok. He takes down the third. Hero is back to one base. This has to be the GG.
It has to be. He's typing in the chat, GG! FXOpen moves to the semifinals, and Hero and oGs-TL are out. They have no chance to go to Vegas. Showing his FXOpen logo, getting out of the booth, well played, and Hero looking very upset.
Devastated after his loss.
Yeah, but he played well. Lenok just played a little bit better, showing great multitasking. Hero had no ground that entire game. The only time he looked strong was when he was taking out the hatcheries with Void Rays, but once that was pushed back, man, Lenok had the entire map under his control, under his Lenoctopus tentacles.
And he just proved what he told us in person. He said, I'm confident on Metropolis. I think the map is perfectly balanced. And if a Protoss player is up against me, he better be prepared. And he did it. He just showed us that this is so true. What an amazing game by Lenok here. Hero played very well, but in the end, he could not beat Lenok. The last man standing for FXO. He takes down Hero and wins the team war with 5-4.
5-4, a very close win indeed. But FXOpen's not going to Vegas yet. They have to go to the semifinals where they'll face the winner of tomorrow's match. And, of course, well, actually, I believe they'll be playing against either Prime or MVP. And then whoever doesn't play against, like, for example, if they play against Prime, then MVP will play against the winner of tomorrow's match. I believe is how the bracket works out. But there are 3 teams now in the semifinals, and tomorrow we will decide the 4th team. Decide who goes to the finals in Las Vegas. I'm really excited about that. I know you are as well. It should be a lot of fun.
That will definitely be epic.
It's your,
FXO, they want to go.
Is it your first time in America, I think you said? So, yeah, that should be pretty cool for you, you know, to see it for the first time.
Vegas, baby.
You're lucky to see Vegas in your first time in America. Should give you a pretty good glimpse as to what, well, Vegas is like only, but...
well, Hangover 3.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Hopefully not. Oh my god, guys, we lost Lenok. Where is he? No, I don't want to chase down players on before the GSTL finals. I hope that's not going to happen.
I don't think that'll happen. We'll see, I guess. I
could actually picture Ken in the role of the crazy Asian guy.
I could see that.
I hope that he's listening now.
He probably is. Well, that was just an epic match, man.
Yeah, it was exactly what we hoped for.
It could not have been more epic.
We had the ace match, and Lenok against Hero was supposed to be a great game, and it indeed was. We have a quick look at today's results. Here they are.
Indeed, you can see, here we go. Choya coming out first, taking out Inca, but then falling to Finn, who then took out Gumiho in a nice TBT. Lucky looked really solid and scary, taking out both Finn and Juke2, but he fell to Supernova in a longer game that Lucky kind of botched. He almost had control of it. Then ASD did a nice timing attack against Supernova. Finally, though, Hero took him out in a nice late-game upgrade-style heavy play on Daybreak. And finally, though, Lenok, who will likely be the MVP here tonight, did take out Hero in the final match to clinch the title on Metropolis.
Definitely a great game, a great match that we've seen today. I think this was one of the most exciting series that we've seen in the GSTL this season. There have been a lot of great matches, especially the performance for Seal comes to mind. That was something that really impressed me in the last few weeks, but today's team battle, wow. just amazing.
Wow, wow, wow. Now, tomorrow
Just
we
think
have...
about how we started with the double Stargate in a PvP and the Phoenixes. This is just, that was so cool today.
So cool. Now, tomorrow we have Enes Hossa playing against StarTale. They'll have a rematch. The last time they met, Bomber got an all-kill, so that should be pretty awesome to see how they battled out tomorrow. We're going to have G1 here interviewing our MVP and, of course, our coach of FXOpen.
FXO 정말 축하드리고요. 오늘 MVP
And they have to be so happy after this. This was nerve-wracking.
So, of course, she's basically saying, Leenock, you're the MVP.
기분 최고시죠?
네, 진짜 애결로 제가 나가는 건 정해져 있었는데 진짜 심장이 터질 뻔했는데 이기게 돼서 정말 다행이에요.
그렇군요. 정말
He
심장
was
터질 것 같은 경기.
Yeah, it was decided before the games actually started that he was the last player of the day. And his heart was going to burst when it came out, but he's really happy that he won.
것 같은데 오늘 드디어
Talk about heart
MVP를
rate.
받았네요.
They should have won it on mine.
저번에는 형섭이 형이 기세를 올려줘서 이길 수 있었고 이번에도 원래 전 대진이 형이 진짜 적절하게 이겨주셔서 이길 수 있다고 생각해가지고 다 저희 팀원 덕분에 이길 수 있는 것 같아요.
그렇군요.
Even though he got the MVP, he thinks it was a team effort today, and Choya won the first match. ASD did very well against his opponents, Lucky too, so he's definitely telling now that it's a team effort, and he's perfectly right about it. He just saw the results. This was definitely a team effort today.
Absolutely, man.
But he came through for his team.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I
When
was
it
saying.
most mattered.
네, 4강전
They're
경기도
playing
정말
Prime at the
기대되고요.
next time, and
감사합니다.
Oz is coming back from
이어서
MLG,
잠시 옆으로
so he's very
오실게요.
confident that
정말 축하드려요. 오늘 너무
they
기분
can take the
좋으시죠?
win next week.
Yep. Now here is Choya. His hair's getting a little bit longer. Still got that
촉이 좋아져가지고
reddish
엔트리도
purplish
잘
tint to
떨어지는
it.
것 같고 일단 선수들이
Should make
빌드에
it bet
우위를
with
많이
Choya that if they are going
가져가더라고요.
to win the GSTL, that I'm allowed
프라임전
to
열심히
shake his head.
준비해가지고 라스베가스 가가지고 우승 트로피 들어올릴 수 있도록
He thinks the order of the players was so
네, 요즘
important today
분위기가
and
너무
very good.
좋은데요. 사실
And
이제
obviously that
지난해
next week they're going to
GSTL
prepare
메이에서 4강전에
really
한번
well,
올라간
and they're very
적이
confident
있지만
they'll be
이렇게 긴
going to
정규
Las
시즌에선
Vegas.
처음이에요.
So he
기분이
looks
남다르실 것
extremely
같아요.
confident, as he was, today actually very
김영희가
confident
확실하게
as
에이스
well.
카드로 커준 게 정말 고맙고 김학수 선수도 그렇고
It takes balls to put yourself out there as the first player if you're the coach as well. If you lose, everyone will doubt your
계속 더
decision.
잘할 것 같아요.
네, 다음 경기도 기대해 보겠고요. 이제 다음 경기 때 김학수 선수가 돌아올 텐데요.
Because Leenock and Oz are basically our aces on our team, they're going to be very important players for next week's
계속
match.
부탁했어요. 자기가 가는 게 어떻게 보면 좀 미안하다고 그래도 믿고 가는 거니까 꼭 이겨줬으면 좋겠다고 출국하기 전까지 계속 저한테 문자
Oz wants to tell everyone that he's very sorry that he couldn't be here today.
경기 봤을지 모르겠는데 결과 체크했을 거니까 우리는 약속 지켰으니까.
And he says, he basically wanted to tell everyone, I hope that FXOpen wins so I can come back and contribute for next week. And of course that has occurred. So obviously if you're an Oz fan, cheer for Oz as he participates in MLG this weekend.
I'm sure that Oz watched the games as well.
I'm sure he did.
Got a laptop or whatever and made sure that he was able to watch his team. So he's probably really happy right now and relieved.
Yeah, and well, that was a great match, man. Thank you, thank you for casting with me. Good job.
It was
today.
a pleasure as
And
always, as usual.
I'm like, it was great. Oh, we're gonna do this. All right. No high five. We're doing the pounded thing. Sometimes high fives are cool.
What did
but
you expect?
I thought maybe we'd high five. I know there's been a kind of a stigma for high fiving because there have been some fake high fives and things like that in the past in GSL, but. Here is our schedule. You can see the MVP advance to the semifinals as well as Prime. Now FXOpen will be facing Prime in the semifinals. And the winner of tomorrow's match, StarTale versus Enes Hossa, will play against MVP. And then the winners from both of those will advance to the finals in Las Vegas. They'll be riding on a plane with Caldor and myself. I can't wait.
And guys, make sure that you tell people about today's clan war. If they were not able to catch it live, definitely make sure that they check out the VODs. This was intense.
And they remember the VODs, the year pass is on sale. It's 10% off right now until the day of the finals. So make sure that you tell your friends about it now. Tell them to get that yearly pass if they're thinking about it. It's 10% off. It's a good time to do so. And the sooner you get it, the more content you get. Don't want to miss out.
And let's just face it, in comparison to other leagues and seen over the whole year, the GSTL and the GSL are just a bargain. So,
and consider also that on March 31st, we're going to have our Law to World Ice Rink special stage for the MVP versus whoever wins tomorrow's match. So we're going to basically have a special match. It's going to be in a special location for that one. So look forward to that. It should be pretty awesome. This is my first time hearing this. I'm actually kind of excited. I didn't know. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in today. Tell your friends about the VODs. Tell your friends to watch tomorrow's matches as well. Things are really coming to a close here at GSTL. Thank you for casting with me today, Calder. You did a great job, like I said earlier. Always a pleasure.
Casting for you guys. And yeah, we'll see you next time at the GSTL. Bye-bye, and let's see who's going to go to the semis and then to the finals. I'm excited about it, and you can find out tomorrow who is going to reach the semifinals as did FXO today.
Yep, see you then. Have a great night, everyone.